As you are, says the universe.
After.
You answer. As you are, says the universe.
Before.
You answer. As you are, says the universe.
When.
You answer. As you are, says the universe. How? You answer. As you are, says the universe. Why? Oh my God. Oh my God! Mr. Boone, you know, the 90-year-old retired police officer who used to do the anti-drug programming at the middle school, is in the hospital because of me. You know, I'm someone who's considered sweet in this community, and I'm going to wind up in jail by this evening for breaking and entering. Okay, not really breaking, but definitely entering, and I know that it sounds bad, but technically it's not my fault. I mean, I was just trying to prove to my family that I am in fact not selfish or lazy, despite a popular rumor. So my mom's on her way to get flowers for Mr. Boone, which is humiliating because we know Miss Johnson, the flower shop owner. She used to be a lunch lady at my middle school before she quit to follow her life's passion and join an illegal ring of beetle fighters. But after she was busted and escorted back home from Mexico City, she opened the flower shop. And the point is, I know she'll ask my mom who the flowers are for, and then she'll ask how mom is associated with Mr. Boone. And then my mom will have to tell her about the cat incident. And, you know, technically I shouldn't even be in trouble. My mom just had to lose her precious cat. She's got the whitest and silkiest of fur, the bluest of eyes, and the pinkest of noses. The cat, not my mom. But anyways, my mom would actually lose her will to live if the cat was ever really gone. So I just had to get the cat back. So there I was, walking the streets, searching about for Buttercup. That's my mom's cat. I'm looking under bushes. I'm looking in the trees. I'm looking around corners. I mean, in reality, I'm only doing this to avoid Aunt Marge's monthly visit. Okay. So it's not that I don't love her. I mean, she's my aunt. Of course I love her. I mean, how could I not? But, like, she's always nagging me to help my mom around the house and saying that when her boy Johnny was my age, he was going to the bathroom, top to bottom, every Sunday after church. And, like, honestly, what adolescent mind just decides to drop everything one day and do the dishes? So, you know, Aunt Marge, I don't feel like being called a lazy kid today because I'm not even a lazy kid. I'm pretty selfish. Actually, I mean, I can clean. I'm capable of getting all A's. I can search this neighborhood down to its last suburban house to find Buttercup. Am I right? So, you know, Aunt Marge, you can say how perfect your kid is, but you know what? Last summer, I caught him drinking a fruity margarita. That's right. Not so perfect now, is he? Anyways, I'm a good 17 minutes into this cat exhibition when I spot it. The bluest of eyes and the whitest of fur peeking out from a stranger's open window. I mean, if Buttercup can escape my mom's house, she can certainly climb into this random windowsill. So, I go to the stranger's door, I knock, I wave. I'm preparing what I'm going to say, but I'm also the best kid a parent could ask for. So, my mom lost her cat. But there's no answer at the door, and it's locked. I mean, if Buttercup can escape Mom's house and climb into this window, so can I, right? So that's what I do. I'm quick, I'm stealthy. I crawl through that window onto that dusty old couch and scoop Buttercup into my arms. Now Aunt Marge can't even tell me that I'm selfish. I mean, I'm literally in a stranger's house, saving my mom's beloved cat. Okay, but I'm not gonna waste any more time here. I try to hightail it out of there. When I see him, it's a shriveled old man in a wheelchair at the threshold in between this room and the next, and I look down at the cat in my arms. She's got a black nose. This is not Buttercup. Also, I apparently scared the man so much that he had a heart attack, which puts me here, in the police station, waiting for my punishment to be insulted by my needy aunt. You know, I should have just stayed home today. I could be watching TV instead of here in the police station. I mean, we all know that perfect kids don't wind up in handcuffs, am I right? So here's a big I'm sorry to my family. I can't change for you. I tried to be the good kid, the perfect kid, and look what happened. Oh. Text from Mom. Good news! Smiley face emoji. Aunt Marge is dating the chief of police. He's letting you off with a warning. Also, I found Buttercup sleeping in a basket of laundry. LOL, cat emoji, see you later. Hallelujah! I mean, you know, I may be imperfect, but at least I'm not a criminal. So suck it up, Buttercup.
Every day when I come home from school, my mom asks me how my day went. I usually tell her the highlights, mix it in with some old-fashioned positivity, and then express my concern for someone less fortunate, someone who just couldn't look at the glasses half full. Yesterday, my response went something like this. Great, Mom! Today, we had a pop quiz in history and English. But Brad tripped and scraped his knee, and it looked really painful. I hope he's okay. My mom always nods and goes back to doing the dishes, scrubbing away the bubbles as I go upstairs and scrub away my fake self. Let me just say, I hate Brad so much. Not that there's any shortage of reasons to hate Brad, but I hate him most especially since last week when I saw him laughing as a boy was coughing up blood at his feet. He had tackled the helpless boy to the ground and punched him until he was nearly dead. Why? Because sports. I hope Brad gets a kidney stone from his scraped knee, and I hope it hurts. Honestly, I almost burst out laughing when I saw him hit the dirt. But instead, I pulled on my mask of caring, helping him to his feet and asking repeatedly if he was okay or if he needed help walking. I do that all day, every day, so I won't be labeled as the girl who laughs at those in pain, who despises all the truly malicious people around her. Strange how it works, right? How only girls aren't supposed to show their dislike or hate. Oh no, we have to be Miss Perfect all damn day. Even when everyone believes that justice and rightness should always prevail, people like Brad are still allowed to breed. All I want to do is tell Brad and the rest of my so-called popular friends how much I hate them, to yell at them, to confront them about how awful they are to everybody. I want them to see themselves as the monsters they are. But, of course, I wouldn't be able to do that without repercussions, without ruining the perfect image I've made of myself. It would destroy everything. People and teachers would avoid me, glare at me in the way that makes me want to curl up in a ball and hide. They'd include me in their silly little rumors, mark me as the lowest of the low, the worst of all the trash in my school, and trust me when I say there's plenty. They make my life more miserable than it already is. My friends would practically kill my reputation or my chances of getting into a good college. I've worked so hard to build up those things, to build up my social status and intelligence. Showing who I actually am would cause the people in my class to throw it all right away. But then again, to say I was friends with such cruel humans, to say I knew the people who wouldn't mind literally bullying someone to death, isn't that just as bad, if not worse? Sure, I'd be scum to them, but at least I know that I'm better than them, that I'm kinder than them, that I'm more than them. You know, I think I'm gonna tell my mom how my day actually went today. And I'm gonna start by telling her that I was the one who pushed Brad. You know at the beginning of the year, when the teacher makes you do all those corny projects about yourself so you can make friends or whatever? Yeah, I hate those. I'm trying to write a paragraph about me using 3 adjectives, but I can't think of anything. Okay, what am I good at? Athletic. Well, I've never been the best on any sports team, and my 10-minute mile isn't saying much. Yeah, no. I'm funny, yes. No. Despite all the times that I thought of a joke in my head, died laughing at it, said it out loud, and no one laughed. Yeah, no. We just won't do that one. I could do charming. Well, I've never dated anyone or known of anyone that's liked me. No one really believed that one. I'm friendly. Yes, I'm friendly. Except for the time I made that first grader cry. It's not my fault. I just don't like lemonade. I mean, you cry just because someone says your product's probably disgusting. I mean, what kind of business model is that? Ridiculous. This shouldn't be so hard. I mean, what's something someone's called me? Stupid, I suppose. I don't think my teacher would like that at all. Okay. This is ridiculous. I mean, I feel like we shouldn't have to make these lists, because the point of making friends is that we can learn the traits of other people. And no one's really going to believe these lists anyway, because the point of making friends is just, I don't know. But everyone at the beginning of the year is trying to be something different, trying to be someone new, and trying something they didn't do last year. So I really don't see the point of making these lists. I'll just take a 0 on the first project of the year. Oh my god, I can't do that! I'll just write some random ones and hope my teacher doesn't read into them. How about perplexed, infuriated, and honest? Yeah.
Hey. Sarah, can I talk to you for a second? This is kind of awkward, but I think we need to talk. So I wrote down what I need to say, just to make sure I get this all out. Okay, so when I saw you at the basketball game, I thought it seemed really cool. No, not like that. I mean, you are cool or whatever, but you just seem like someone that would be kind of fun to get to know, which is why I asked for your number. Listen, I'll admit it. I was nervous to text you at first. Not because I've anything weird or anything. I just feel like I'm kind of socially awkward. Texting isn't my thing. I would rather talk in person, even on the phone. I mean, like, I just learned what HMU means, like, last week. But I get it. Most kids these days would rather keep the conversations to the screen. So I just try to roll with it. Okay, so anyways, the first day we started texting, I remember sitting in the library during study. I opened with a hey, to which you offered back the required hi. I mean, like, we were texting. Great. But I was really worried I'd do something to mess it up. So I asked you about the classes, about the chem class we'd have together, and you complained that Miss Johnson was too blind to even read your writing, and I said, well, you know what's it about chemists? They never die. They just stopped reacting. And that's when you did it. You texted back, LOL. I mean, like, you laughed at my joke. You might not even remember that moment. But, like, who cares, right? But the thing is, Sarah, that little word was huge for me. All of a sudden, I wasn't awkward Sebastian anymore. No, I was funny Sebastian. Like, I was talking to the popular Sarah Jackson. I mean, like, it made sense because, well, you know, I'm the funny guy. That moment felt amazing, like I was finally coming home. But then I looked over, and you were also in the library. And I kept texting little quips, and I watched you shoot back LOLs, at least 10 in a row. But the thing is, Sarah, you weren't actually laughing. Hell, you weren't even smiling, so why? Why lie? I mean, like, I get it. Like, it's extreme to call what you did a lie, but isn't that what you did? And I know it's silly that those little LOLs meant so much to me, but maybe you felt like there wasn't anything else to say. Maybe you were embarrassed that for me that my joke was so lame. But I'm like a pretty laugh, a chubby chuckle, whatever. But anyways, I need to go catch the bus. But I just want to say what you did really hurt, and just next time you don't have to lie. You just fill in the silence. I mean, like, you just need to go tell the truth.
I used to do plays at school, my mom says. I auditioned for everything, my mom says. She cleans the kitchen as I sit at the table. The key is confidence. You've got a voice like Dorothy, but if you stand there like the Cowardly Lion, they'll never cast you in a decent role. This is her way of giving me yet another pep talk. You've got it, honey. You have no reason not to be confident. You're so much better than all of those other little girls putting on an act like Britney Spears. You've got the gift, baby. Just like your mother. I want to tell her how easy it is to make myself feel small. I want to tell her how my self-doubt has become my best friend, but she's gone. Lost in a memory of her glory days, humming a show tune that I take with me into the night. In the dark, I don't have to hide my self-doubt from my mother. In the dark, I don't have to hide the shame of my last audition. I can paint you a picture of the day. It was a dark and gloomy November afternoon, straight out of a horror movie. But nevertheless, I was prepared. I practiced Part of Your World from The Little Mermaid at least 17 times in front of my bedroom mirror. I had only drank water and hot herbal tea the entire week. I was all warmed up. I stepped onto the stage and I faced the row of casting directors. Jane, 13. I'll be auditioning for a lead. There I was. It was my moment. I was about to blow their minds and knock them out of the water, but then all I could hear was my mom's voice. Even as I excused myself and ran down the hall, I could clearly hear her say, I remember my first lead at 11 years old. No one expected a little girl like me to have the voice of an angel, but I did. And honey, you can achieve my greatness. You're just like me. No, I'm not, Mom. I'll never, ever be like you. I'll never get a solo, I'll never get a lead, and I'll never be in the spotlight because I don't want to. You raised me in the stories of your glory days. You live in them and you live through me, hoping you can see yourself through my performing when I don't even want to be there. You wonder why I'm so insecure. It's because I can't live up to your expectations. Don't get me wrong, Mom. I'm intrigued by the world of the stage. I don't want to be there. Which is why I signed up to be a stage manager today. And if my mom asks, I'll just tell her that I got a small part, so she doesn't think I'm giving up. I mean, after all, acting does run in my family.
Toby.
Oh, hey, Jane. How are you?
Yeah, I'm gonna need you to stop talking or I'll never get this out. I like you. I've liked you for 2 years and... Holy crap, I just told you that, didn't I? Oh my god, you don't have to say anything. Oh, please don't say anything. You know what, actually, you're not allowed to talk because I'm talking and my lips are saying that they like you and you know I always figured that it's a nice thing to hear, right? Oh god, don't answer that. I'm going to say what I've wanted to say for the past 2 years, okay? Here goes. Last winter, when you ate that dinosaur chicken tender, but you made it sing ABC by the Jackson 5 first, that's when I realized my feelings for you were more than just platonic. I mean, how could they not be? And then when you got me that coupon book for my birthday, I was like, whoa, does this boy know my soul or what? And then when Jeremy Figgs said it looked like a carrot in my orange homecoming dress, and you said that you liked carrots, I kind of got the idea you might like me. And then you told me that you preferred carrot soup, and I don't really know how I wasn't supposed to take that as a hint. I mean, what was I waiting for? You were practically spelling it out for me. Unless I'm wrong. Oh no, am I wrong? You know what? I have no idea why you don't like me. I'm awesome. To be completely honest, I don't even know if you deserve me. I mean, I do so much for you and you give me nothing. Oh no, mister, save it for someone who cares. But, on the other hand, you are Toby Rain and I've spent 2 years of my life on you. Wasted is more like it. Did you really think I would just wait around for you?
I didn't know you were waiting.
Well, that was completely uncalled for. Whoa, where's all this attitude coming from all of a sudden? I'm trying to express my feelings and you're being really inconsiderate. Well, anyway, just wanted to let you know.
I didn't even get to tell her that I liked her.
I watch you from across the lunchroom. I'm with Oliver and James, my best friends since grade school. I see you run your fingers through your short brown hair while making a joke about your least favorite teacher. I see you laugh and share secrets with your best friend. Your smile is as real as I've ever seen it, and I know you're happy. You're leaning on the table, slowly eating the chocolate pudding that came with lunch. Oliver tells me to stop stalking my ex, which are not mine anymore. I shrug away his comments and keep watching. Let's get this straight. I'm not stalking, just observing. That's when he walks in. Lucas, your current boyfriend, places his tray on the table and sits next to you. I watch you sit up. Stop whispering to your friend. Your smile isn't real anymore. You put the pudding down and push your tray away. I've never seen you eat in front of him. I think about when we dated, and I wonder if you did this too. I think about the times we sat at lunch and we never ate. I think about how your jokes were different when I was around. I think about how your smile wasn't real when I was around. I don't know why you do this. I think that you're afraid of what he thinks, of what I thought. Lauren, I remember in 7th grade when we were best friends. Your smile was always real. You were always you, always happy. You laughed so loud, you never let anyone tell you to be quiet. Noah, you would tell me, you're so funny. I told you you were beautiful. And you looked at me, and you smiled, and you said thank you. I remember it, and I miss it. The last thing I ever expected was for it to end, especially the way it did. That one day in 8th grade, we confessed we liked each other, so we dated. I was so happy you were mine, but you were gone. You never acted like you anymore. You never looked me in the eyes when we spoke. Lunches were filled with more ignoring than eating. You avoided my gaze. Lauren, you don't need to change yourself for anyone. I wish when we dated you acted the way you had before, because that was my favorite. You don't need to be so afraid of what other people think. I don't know what makes teenage girls think the only way they can get people to like them is to fade away.
Reasons we don't work. Number 1, you could spend days at a time just watching Netflix. I mean, don't get me wrong, I do enjoy a good binge every now and again, but like, you stay there for days on end, in your boxers, unshowered, room a mess, and all that. I'm not trying to give away all of your dirty little secrets, but like, it's not my fault you don't brush your teeth before going to sleep.
Babe, why would I brush my teeth when I'm just going to eat the potato chips I left in my bed?
Ew. Number 2, you've steadily been changing the longer we've been dating. In the beginning, you were so concerned about my well-being. You wanted to know all of the day's troubles, whether it was about my snobby coworker or spilling coffee on my blouse. I mean, it doesn't matter what it was because you knew that a listening ear would help me. After 4 months of dating, you no longer understood why I was so stressed out or sad. After 9 months of dating, I can't even talk to you until after the next episode of All Girls Garage. Even though you can't tell the difference between a lug nut and a peanut. Number 3, don't even get me started on that cocky attitude of yours. Last week, you were bragging about your 33 Twitter followers. This week, you were insisting that you used to cook gourmet food for your relatives, even though I know you can only cook frozen food. Number 4, you never savor your meals. Number 5, you eat with your bare hands. And number 6, you never let your food touch. By the way, I could never have kids with someone who chews with their mouth open. Not that we were going to have kids, I mean. I didn't need that kind of commitment. I just needed a man who was gonna stay with me until the next chapter of our lives. Number 7, that man clearly wasn't you. I just couldn't see it after that magical kiss in the snow when we talked all night long and the first time you told me that you loved me in the 2 a.m. darkness. But now I see it, now that it's over. You know, I've put some distance between us so I can finally see your flaws and the memories I built up in my head to be so much better than reality. I mean, I only built you up to be the potential love of my life because I guess I just needed that attention. Number 8, I changed my way of living for you. I gave into your slothish lifestyle. I laid in your bed with dirty sheets and ate powdered donuts until I was sick. If lazy was what you wanted, I could provide. I'm very good at compromise, and I consider myself lucky because compromise is the key to a successful relationship. But number 9, sometimes only one person knows how to compromise. Sometimes that leads one person to change for their partner, or cook squash from your mother's recipe, or skip brushing my teeth every time I stay the night. It doesn't matter what my compromise was. It doesn't matter what I sacrificed because you knew that we were doomed from the start. It's too bad I tried to take the time and make it work. Number 10, a clean girl shouldn't make herself a dirty girl for a boy.
As you are, says the universe. After you answer. As you are, says the universe. Before you answer. As you are, says the universe. When you answer. As you are, says the universe. How you answer. As you are, says the universe. Why you answer. Because.
You are happening now. Right now.
Right at this moment, and
Your happening is beautiful.
The thing that both keeps me alive and brings me to my knees.
you don't even know how breathtaking you are.
As you are,
says the universe.
through tears.